how did I know I was gay? God damn. What's her name?
Well, I mean, so I had for many years sort of thought that just like everyone thinks that women's bodies are more beautiful. Like they're just objectively more beautiful while I was still identifying as straight. And it took like an awfully long time before I was like, that's not what everyone thinks.
I had this dream where I was swimming in a swimming pool and this mermaid popped out and dragged me under the water. And then I woke up like in a sweat. And I didn't know what that meant, but I knew that I was obsessed with mermaids and I was attracted to women at that moment. But I just, you know, when you're 6 years old, you don't know about these things, you know?
I don't necessarily think that it's fair to ask someone how they knew they were gay, just as it's not fair to ask someone how they knew they were straight. Like it was just a feeling for me, and it was emotion, and you know, I went through a phase in which naturally you associate yourself to what you see, and because I grew up in New Orleans and there was a very minimal population of queers available, my first instinct was to go with a guy.
When I used to work at Wendy's, this was like back when I was like 16, 17, and there was these two girls. They were like a little tomboyish, but I remember feeling the same way towards them the way I would back then to a boy. So then I went to AOL and found myself a chat room, and I found my first woman experience. And when I met her, I felt complete.
You guys know that show Undressed? That MTV show in the 90s? I remember watching that, and there was like some girl on girl scene, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was late night, and I had the remote, and my mom was coming down the hall, and I like clicked it back to the cartoon channel. But I knew what I saw, and I knew what I liked.
My best friend Najee, we were, you know, had a real strange relationship in high school, and then we both went away to college. And we all know what happens when you go to college. So we came back, and we were sitting on her park bench, and I just was like, I love you. And she said, I love you too. And I said, no, I really love you. She said, I really love you too. And then we kissed. And I don't know why her mother always hated me.